J Fudge. We are back.
Tyler, you're probably wondering how we got to this point.
Yeah, no, it's a little crazy. So the reason I missed, I guess, the beginning of this when it came on your list is because we had to deliver Sal's Aventador, which is more important.
Why are you touching
me? And we're back.
So when this car came in yesterday, it was actually satin black.
Yeah, it was. It was. So I'm kind of glad we started now anyways, because now it doesn't look like we have two different cars in the shop.
Right.
So that's good.
So
nice
on top,
shirt, Fudge. Where'd you get that?
I got it from our shop, ACI.
If you guys want one, we have them in stock here at the shop. Swing by. Little shout out.
Are you done modeling me? Okay. Anyway. What was I saying, Tyler?
Fudge, we're making 700 wheel. That's all you gotta say.
That's simple.
Yeah.
So this is our good friend Waleed's car.
Yep.
It was satin black.
It was.
Wrapped satin black.
It was.
He doesn't like it anymore. I don't know. Taking it off, right? We're adding a CSF. I think it's a transmission oil cooler in the front.
Okay.
And then, so I got to get to that, which he already has a CSF oil cooler on the bottom.
Let me check it out.
The bigger one, and then the CSF heat exchanger. Also.
Yep, you can see it.
So
sweet.
We already have some CSF stuff on here. We're just completing the the whole evolution, I guess you could say.
What else we got going on?
So we're also doing CTS, high flow catted downpipes, MHD, which we had the ECU unlocked.
Yep.
Femto, MHD Plus unlocked. And live tuning just came out too for these two, so we're gonna test that, which is pretty cool.
Sweet.
But high flow cats, the MHD CAN fuel flex fuel system.
Yep. So we're running E.
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay.
You gotta,
right.
if you want to hit 7, baby, you gotta run
720
some E in
wheel
there.
then coming on deck.
Yeah. He already has intakes, and then I think that's it. Just to get him a little bit more pep in his step. It wasn't tuned before, so he should be excited for the way it's going to feel now.
Oh, it's gonna be a huge difference for him if it wasn't tuned before.
Yeah. The only thing the car has on it is the active single mid pipe.
Okay. That'll sound good with the high flows, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get started. Or
let's do it.
I mean, let's continue.
I think you're already started, but
let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Full start. Cold start. Sounds good, bud. And that's with high flows, right? High flows, active mid pipe, stock rear section.
Active single mid pipe, and stock rear section. Yep.
Sounds good. Sounds really good.
Can't wait to hear it going.
This thing's gonna make some jam.
Thanks, Tyler. You're doing a great job.
You wanna give us? You wanna give us some revs? Let's do it. Valves closed. Valves open. It's loud, Fudge.
The AC is so cold in this thing.
It's loud. Sounds good.
Well, it should be loud. If you're fast and you're quiet, what's the point, right?
Let's finish
Kinda
this thing
like
up.
that. You hear that? It's like a UFO backing out.
Let's finish this thing up.
Okay, Tyler, we'll move.
Meanwhile,
The frog prince!
Tyler.
Fudge, this is the main focus, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not though.
You'll see it on TikTok soon.
So, when you're upgrading your car and you're making more power, what does that make?
I think we're talking about the wrong thing. I think we should be talking about why...
Did he just ruin my video?
Yo,
Which one was it?
that was Dylan, bro.
That was Dylan, bro.
That was Dylan, dude. Alright, so what I was saying is, what I think we should be talking about is why is 90% of the front end of the BMW
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Alright,
When you upgrade your car, what happens? Things get more power, baby.
yeah, but
So things get hotter, you know? So like, you need to cool things off, right? So we already have the CSF heat exchanger in here and the CSF oil cooler. So what better way to complete the CSF trio than to do the transmission cooler while you're at it? The only problem is to get to the transmission cooler, you gotta take 90% of the front end apart. So we've already done the hard work of taking 90% of the front end apart for you.
it was like magic to me.
How we did it, I'm not gonna tell you.
It was like magic to me.
Yeah, if people are gonna look and be like, wow, the whole front end's apart, I didn't have to do anything. So, it's 2 bolts. You have one here, you got one there, oh, I'm sorry, 3, and then you got one there. 2 quick neck lines, and it takes about 15 minutes to swap.
Where is it?
And then you gotta spend 2 hours putting the rest of the front end back together.
Where is it?
It's in that box.
Oh.
Let's do it quick, and then it'll be on. Okay?
Alright, you can do it again.
Okay. Bow. Tyler, you were a little busy, so.
I wasn't, I helped you put this on though.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, there's the cooler.
There it is.
So now the trifecta is complete. Heat exchanger, transmission, oil, CSF. Let's see how it operates. Now when I do this,
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Since we've done probably 3 or 4 videos on G80s making crazy power. Now, with these 3 upgrades, compared to the other ones we typically just did downpipes and intakes, will this make more power?
No. So the only thing that might help you out, and transmission cooler is not going to help you make any power.
Okay.
Oil cooler is not going to help you make any power.
Okay.
The heat exchanger, if it can keep the coolant cooler, that means the air that's getting cooled down by the heat exchanger in the cooler brick is colder. So technically, it should be able to keep the intake temps down, which would create more power.
Okay.
So if there was anything that you were like, hey, I want to do one of these 3 and I want to maybe gain a little horsepower out of it, the heat exchanger is your way to go.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with putting a bigger oil cooler or bigger transmission cooler.
Right.
So we showed, I don't know if we showed the transmission cooler, but it's basically 2 transmission coolers put together.
Okay.
And there's plenty of room down here for it. Plus it comes with a rock guard.
It does, it's nice.
Stock rock guard here. So that's not really doing much.
The M2 has no rock guards.
You want this one? You want this one? But it sounds like the M2 might need a transmission cooler then. I'm just kidding, I don't feel like pulling that part.
So, the reason I was asking that is because if people are trying to make, you know, the 700, 720 wheel G80, you don't need these 3 things.
No, technically speaking, no, you do not need these 2 things. The only things you would need to make 700 on a Mustang dyno to the wheels is catted or high flow downpipes and a flex fuel kit.
Now,
and
you
obviously
get a little bit more
unlock for a custom tube.
if they're catless. You get a little bit more.
Yeah, 5 or 10.
Okay.
It's a little bit less back pressure on the turbos, which, I mean, science, you know, there's nothing stopping the air from going through.
Right.
So a little bit of quicker spool, a little bit, you know, can hold the boost a little bit better. But yeah, no, this stuff here is I love this stuff just because it's bulletproof and like it'll last a lot longer than anything plastic, you know what I mean? So,
right.
And it looks good in there.
It
If
does.
you look through the bumper, you can see the CSF logo. I wish there was something on this one, but maybe it's an option. But you can always spray it on your own if you really wanted to.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I like this a lot. So let's get this front end back together so we can get this thing on the dyno. What do you say?
Let's do it, Fudge.
All right.
T-minus 20 minutes till we hit the dyno. Making power. And not any power. M power.
Is that your favorite type of power?
One of them.
What's the other one?
Pushing P.
So we're finishing up our XHP transmission flash.
Okay.
To remove all the torque limiters because we don't need that while we're tuning. Who needs a limit, right? So T-minus 19 and a half minutes until we hit the dyno.
Wow. 700 wheel. G80 M3.
Maybe 699.
Okay.
If they decide to give me E85 anytime soon. Or I can just take some out of that Camaro maybe.
Alright. Let's run this thing, Fudge.
Still flashing. Tyler, we're on the dyno,
We're
Tyler.
finally on the
It's a
dyno.
little hot.
It's not that bad though.
I don't like strapping cars,
It'll be
bro.
hotter later today.
Oh, it's gonna get hot in here. Alright, so we're on the dyno.
Yep.
We have our high flow cats installed. We have our flex kit installed, which you can see back here. That's an MHD. Femto unlocked with MHD Plus.
Yep.
Now also MHD just came out with the live tuning. So I'm excited to try to get to see if we were gonna be able to use that or not. But our base map is in, our XHP stage 3 transmission flash is in, and we're ready to hit that 700 spot, you know what I'm saying?
Sweet. So are we running on pump gas first?
So yeah, we start on pump gas because this is going to be a true flex car. So you can dump whatever you want in there up to about E40, E50, which is pretty much the limit on stock fueling, stock turbos. You don't have to, you can't really go past that. So we're going to start at 93 to get it nice and clean, just in case he goes somewhere and there's no E85.
Yep. And
then we'll pump up the 85. Probably start around like an E20, E30 blend, and then work our way up from there.
Sweet.
A little extra goodies on this car, not necessary to hit the number, but just good overall to have. He has the full CSF heat exchanger, transmission cooler, and oil cooler, which we showed off before.
Yep.
Not necessary to make the numbers that we're making, but definitely helps with, you know, keeping everything cool, especially when you're in a hot dyno room or if you live in, you know, Florida or something like that. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. And Fudge, for the viewers out there that own a G80, G82, or G87, what are just the simple requirements that they need to make 700 wheel on a dyno?
So viewers at home, if you have a G80, G82, or G87, and you want to make 700 wheel, you have to get your ECU unlocked. I suggest MHD, MHD Plus. You have to have a flex kit, and you should at least have high flow cats.
Cool.
Well, you do make a little bit more with catless, of course. But if you don't like the smell or something like that, high flow cats should still be just enough to get us to hit that number.
Cool.
So
let's see this thing run.
Bye bye. We're going hot. Here's our first. This is our base map. So this is gonna be our first 93 pool. Clean it up, and then we'll get some E going.
Let's see this thing run. All right, Fudge.
Tyler.
The pull sounded great. How did we do?
So 93.
Yep.
563 wheel torque, 561 wheel horsepower.
Wow. And there's the graph, which looks great.
It's super clean. The pull's super clean. Now we have clearance to run the E.
Sweet. So we're gonna fill it up with E, and
we're
then
gonna start at E30.
Okay.
And see how she likes it, and then if she likes it, we'll bump her up to E40, and then that's probably where she'll tap out.
Cool.
But yeah, let's fill this thing up, dude.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Let's make some jam, baby.
We're already making jam. Now we're about to make some more
jam.
Let's do it,
baby. So we started at about E25, E30. The car was doing great, so we're at about an E45 right now. Our max is going to be E50, so if he goes over that, it's going to hit a safety limit, and it's not going to make any more power. So max power is going to be at 40 to 50, that range. which should be around 700, 720 wheel horsepower and about a little bit over 8 to the crank.
Let's run it. Sounds fast.
We're cooking.
This thing sounds fast.
We ain't talking Chef Boyardee, son. Numbers later.
Let's check the graph.
Numbers later.
All right, Fudge.
T-Weezy.
The E-pole was a success.
The what?
The E-pole.
Oh, the E-pole. They said hole.
Nope, E-pole.
Yeah, man.
Let us know our numbers. Oh, we definitely made some jam.
93, we made 563 wheel torque, 561 power. E45, we made 706 wheel power, 708 torque.
Wow.
Again, the beautiful thing about BMW, horsepower, torque are pretty much nominal with each other. They're right there. There's no lacking of torque.
Right.
So overall, for what you have to put into the car,
for what you get,
for the benefit of what you get, it's nuts.
It's insane. It's literally insane. Like, this is stock motor, stock turbo, just a few easy.
It's crazy.
Few easy mods, and
Just gonna get this yellow clear bra off real quick.
this is crazy, Fudge. So guys, if you want to do this to your G8X, G80, G82, G87, let us know. We can take care of it.
700, baby, and it's hot in here.
It's hot.
That's a hot 700.
It's a humid week. If you guys live in New England, it's very humid this week. So I mean, he's probably making a little bit more when it's colder.
Yeah.
So I mean,
this is a hot 700.
Yeah, it's good though. It's really good to see.
Can't get any better than M-Power, baby.
Fudge, let's go do a road test.
Say less.
All right, Fudge, we are on the street with the new and improved 700 wheel G80.
700 wheel, new and improved. iDrive 8 helping us out. I'm feeling great.
I personally love the iDrive 8. I don't know why people hate on it so much. I honestly enjoy it. Once you learn the system, it's really good. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about 700 wheel horsepower on this G80.
People always hate what's new.
I know.
Hi. She moves, huh?
Now this is performance.
Let's get some flybys, Tyler.
Let's do it, Fudge. Spicy.
Spicy.
This thing moves.
All that with the AC on, bro.
This thing moves, Fudge.
I'll go take this to Trader Joe's with 700 wheel, and I'll be comfortable, dog.
All day.
All day.
Guys, if you want to do this to your G80, you know where to go.
You know where to contact us. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. pigeon. I don't care how you contact me, just contact me.
Thanks for watching.